Magandang umaga, Pilipinas. Narito po tayo muli sa Marawi, gaya ng pinangako natin noong isang buwan, para po mag-formal turnover doon sa mga kauna-unahang pabahay na ibibigay natin doon sa mga kababayan natin na nasalanta ng gera dito sa Marawi. No? Ang mabuting balita po, we targeted to transfer 500 housing units. Instead of just 500, we're actually transferring 800 because 500 units will be transferred in Sagonsongan and a further 300 will be transferred in Matungao. The Matungao project is a project of PAGCOR. But this afternoon, the President will turn over 500 units of housing in Sagonsongan. And this is only the first of the temporary housing units that we will be transferring to the people of Marawi as promised. So nangako po ang Presidente na babangon ng Marawi ngayong araw po, ika-27 ng Disyembre 2017, nagsimula na pong bumangon ng Marawi dahil ito po yung kauna-unahang ng mga housing shelters na ililipat na ibibigay sa mga naging biktima ng digmaan dito sa Marawi. Sa Sagonsongan po, there will be 1,170 transitory shelters. No? Sa ngayon po, kompleto na ang 551 housing units. Ngayon, kapag sinabi pong kompleto ang 551 housing units, hindi lang po yan mga bahay. Kasama na po dyan ang kuryente at kasama na rin ang patubig. No? So, kompleto po yan ng utilities, hindi lang yung struktura. So ngayon po, kasama natin ang chairman ng Bangon Marawi, but before we proceed, I'd like to acknowledge everyone who's here. Of course, Secretary Del Rosario, the chairman of Bangon Marawi. We also have Secretary Ramon M. Lopez, Secretary of DTI, dahil I'm sure you will have questions kung ano naman ang hanap buhay na meron doon sa mga titira doon sa mga housing na ililipat natin ngayon. Nandito rin po si Undersecretary Ruth Castelo, si ASEC Nes Perez, si Yusek Badoy, ASEC Abdul Gani Makatoman, RD Linda Boniao, SB and Small Business Corporation President Luna Cacanando, Secretary General Falcone Villar, Yusek Ariel Kayana ng Department of Agriculture, Red Carlin Collado ng DA Region 10, Yusek Ranibay Dilanggalen ng Department of Agriculture, medyo hindi ko maganda yung pagsulat ng pangalan. At siyempre po, si Mayor Mahul is also with us of Marawi. No? So I'd like to turn over the floor now to the chairman of Bangon Marawi, Secretary Del Rosario. Sir, congratulations. You promised and you are about to deliver this afternoon. Ito na lang.
Maraming salamat, Sec. Harry. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Almost every week, we are here to ensure that the 500 units will be awarded by the President this afternoon. At katulong po natin dyan ang mga ahensya ng gobyerno like the PWH, the National Housing Authority, the local government units of Marawi City, and the provincial government of Lanao del Sur, including ARM. At kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa lahat ng tumulong at maibigay natin yung pinangako natin na ibibigay na pabahay para mabawasan ang mga paghihirap ng ating kababayan sa mga evacuation centers. Hindi lang po yan at patuloy po ang ating gagawin na pagtulong para tunay na makabangon ang Marawi City.
Okay. Now, I'd like to acknowledge po the arrival of Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana as well as the DILG Undersecretary General Anyo. Now, si Secretary Lopez is here to address the issue of ano namang hanap buhay na meron yung mga kababayan natin na lilipat dito sa mga housing na iti-turn over ni Presidente. So, Sec, can you please tell the people what's in store for the residents of Marawi now that they have homes to go back to? What could they expect from the Department of Trade and Industry?
Thank you, Sec. Harry. Good morning po sa lahat. Ang DTI po, mula pa nung nagkakagulo pa, may conflict pa, nagpisahan na po natin yung pagtulong, pagbigay ng mga livelihood programs sa mga IDPs. Na-train po sila, may sewing machine, na-train sa mga dressmaking. Yung iba kasi nandun na sa ganong negosyo. Noodle processing, food processing, at mga iba pang mga serbisyo pang negosyo. Over 500 po na training at livelihood programs ang naibigay sa mga IDPs nung nagkakagulo pa, may conflict pa. Ngayong sa natapos na ang conflict at mamaya ho, dadagdagan pa ho natin yung ibibigay natin. Maliban po pala dun sa mga trainings na namigay, nung mga may produkto na sila, binigyan din sila ng market access. Ibig sabihin, kinuhaan po natin sila ng mga pwesto sa palengke. To Manila, DTI po ang nagbayad ng mga pwesto para maibenta yung mga Marawi products na ginawa ho dito. In fact, even the ground floor of DTI, ginawa hong Bangon Marawi Center, kung saan ang mga produkto ng galing Marawi ay nakadisplay doon para umorder, para bumili. Kumuha rin tayo ng mga ibang pwesto sa mall, sa mga tiangge, even doon sa Noel Bazaar, meron ng pwesto na binibenta ang mga Bangon Marawi products. So, aside from that, nag-identify po ng mga palengke around Marawi, mga bayan ng Marawi, kung saan tinulungan din po ng DTI mas supplyan ang continuous supply ng mga products, especially basic commodities, pati na rin yung mga paninda na manggagaling sa Bangon Marawi. So mamaya ho, idadagdag po natin, nakapaglaan po kami ng dagdag na budget, basically bago itong magtapos ang taon, para makapagbigay tayo ng mga mini rice mill na may kasamang Kia Bongo. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito si Bongo, kundi ito ay code po rin ng Kia na parang truck na may pang pick up, pang hauling services. Kasi base sa mga pag-interview dito, aside from pangangailangan ng rice milling, yung sasakyan, yung hauling services ng mga produkto. So, kasama ho yun sa nirequest namin na budget. So, meron ho kaming i-distribute mamaya sa mga beneficiaries na makakatanggap ng rice mill na may bongo, meron ding recipient na rice mill lang, at meron ding recipient na yung sasakyan lang na Kia Bongo. Suma total po, 12 ho ang makakatanggap ng mga ganong klaseng livelihood program. Pati na rin beneficiaries ng mga starter kits sa electronics. May 20 tayong pagbibigyan yan. Sa carpentry, mga tools, may 20 rin na pagbibigyan yan. And then another set of mga sewing machines, mga 35 dito, pero meron kaming 200. Hindi kasi lahat maibibigay mamaya. Nilimitahan po tayo, pero we will be allotting 200 na mga pang-sewing machines for garments making, para dahil yun po ang nakita naming strength din ng mga tao dito nung in-interview po sila, na yun ang gagawin nilang panghanap buhay. At yung produce nila, yun naman po ang tutulungan din natin silang makabenta. Okay, tapos kasabay po nun, we're working on pagbubukas ng mga public market. May na-identify na po na mga lugar in coordination with HUDC, yung GMA Terminal, Old Provincial Capital, Barangay Tampilong. Just an update also, tinuloy po natin yung imbis na rolling store, ginawa ho natin parang permanent rolling store, nagawa rin ho tayo ng mga commissaries sa mga iba't ibang lugar around Marawi. Panghuli, on financing naman. So, ang financing, nag-umpisa ho tayong nagbigay din doon dahil doon sa pondo sa pagbabago at pag-asenso. Pero ngayon ho, nandito ho ang presidente ng SB Corporation, Small Business Corporation. Nagawa pa kami ng special program na magbibigay naman ng financing na interest-free up to 100,000 dun sa eligible na mga borrowers ng yung mga dating nasa negosyo na, meron hong mga papeles na kaming hihingin para may proof na dating nagnenegosyo at kailangan ng pang-umpisa ulit. So, zero interest, ito po ibibigay mula, actually nag-umpisa ito noong December, itong December 4 hanggang April. So, ibig sabihin interest-free, pati service fee, free, no? Kasi after that, ang practice po dito, walang interest pero may service fee. Ito ngayon up to April, 0. Wala muna. At mangyayari po, every Friday, starting January 5, ay umpisahan yung briefing po dito sa Kapitolyo every Friday mula po sa SB Corporation para mas maraming makaalam at hopefully maraming maka-avail nung financing. Ito ang pangangailangan din ng mga nagnenegosyo. So, yun po muna, Sec.
Bago po tayo magpatuloy, I'd like to acknowledge the arrival of General Guerrero, our Chief of Staff. Sir, good morning. We also have General Galvez, Commander of our West Main Com. We also have General Murillo, Division Commander. We have General Bautista, CGPA. We have, of course, Colonel Browner, the liaison between the IAFP and the Bangon Marawi. And we also have Yusek Eduardo Gongona of the Bureau of Fisheries. I hope
Yusek Anya.
Yusek na-acknowledge ko na si Yusek Anya. Ano?
Una ko siyang...
General Guerrero, I mentioned General Guerrero as Chief of Staff.
Impedral.
Admiral Impedral, of the Philippine Navy. Kung hindi ko po kayo na-recognize, my apologies, but send me your names po and I will acknowledge you.
General Quintanar.
And General Quintanar, okay, Sigjipa, Air Force Chief. Oo, nakita namin siya sa Clark, nung nagpunta sa Clark. Now, I'd like to turn over the floor now to the Defense Secretary Delphine Lorenzana. Sir, marami pong nagtatanong ano daw status ng recruitment ng mga kalaban dyan sa outlying areas ng Marawi. So,
Hello, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Tungkol naman doon sa mga nababalitang recruitment, minomonitor natin yan. Meron din kami nababalitaan. Meron din nababalitaan yung mga military. But hanggang ngayon, balita lang naman. Wala pa naman kami confirmation na mayroong recruitment sila. Although, naririnig din namin sa ibang mga intelligence services ng ibang bansa na itong mga ISIS affiliated dito na mga tao ay humihingi ng tulong, financial help from their comrades in the Middle East. Yun ang balita namin. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang sila sa resources. And kung wala silang resources, mahirapan silang mag-recruit. Anyway, meron din tayong recruitment sa atin. Sa military, sa army, meron din tayong recruitment. We are also recruiting minorities to join the military. Saka police na rin. Kung qualified sila, they can join us. So yun ang balita as of now about the recruitment news dito sa area.
thank you, Sec. Now, si Mayor Mahul Gandamra. Mayor, can you brief us how many families have actually returned to Marawi? Now that we have initially 500 plus 300 shelters, temporary shelters available. Ano pong latest figures?
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Sa ngayon po ay ang ating mga evacuees ay nakabalik na ho dito sa Marawi City. First, nakabalik ho dito yung 19 barangays and additionally, nagkaroon po tayo ng pagbabalik ng 8 barangays consisting of 18,000 families. And that would be equivalent to more than 90,000 individuals po ang sa ngayon po ay nakabalik dito sa Marawi City. And ongoing po ang ating restoration of all the vital facilities like for example, electricity and water supply. So yan po ang ating ginagawa ngayon. And in coordination with the DTI, binabalik po natin ang ating yung livelihood para sa ating mga kababayan kung saan as a result of this siege ay nagkaroon po ng kawalan ng hanap buhay.
Siguro, General Guerrero, our Chief of Staff, ano pong status ngayon ng Armed Forces? How many troops remain stationed here in Marawi? How many have we reassigned? Just to give the public an idea po.
For now, nagsimula na po tayo ng ating drawdown ng forces dito. Pero at the end of the drawdown, we expect that there will still be around 7 battalions here in Marawi. maintain yung security dito, especially so that we are now undertaking itong reconstruction at rehabilitation effort. So we need yung security forces po natin dito. And we have also one engineer brigade, the 54th Engineer Brigade, to assist po sa ating reconstruction effort.
Yung mga, General, yung mga gumagawa po ng mga temporary shelters, nabibigyan po natin sila ng security dito.
Opo, priority po natin yung security itong mga construction ng temporary shelters para sa game po, security yung construction.
And thank you, General. Since we have representatives from the different line agencies, may I call on some of them, Yusek Ariel, DA, ano naman pong support ang nabibigay natin dito sa mga bumabalik na pong mga residente ng Marawi?
Maraming salamat, Secretary. Number one po, araw-araw naghahabilin po ang Kalim, bagamat wala siya rito, na i-prioritize po ang Task Force Bangon Marawi. Kanina, ang DA po hindi na po nagtatrabaho ng individual. We are working in convergence like KTTI po kay Bosmon. Narinig niyo po kanina ang sabi ni Bosmon, magdi-distribute po siya ng mga rice mill. So we see to it na pag nag-distribute po ng rice mill si Secmon, may gigilingin naman po. Kanya immediately po, ito po immediate, ite-turnover na po mamaya ang mga sumusunod. Assorted vegetable seeds, meron po tayong hybrid rice seeds, open pollinated corn seeds, certified rice seed, upland rice seeds, complete fertilizer, urea, at saka po mga inbred rice. Bakit po magkakaibang seeds na yon? Kasi kinlasify na po natin kung anong naangkop sa bawat lupa at saka yung kanilang kalinangan sa pagsasaka. On top of it, dahil po Bangon Marawi, sisiguraduhin na po natin gagamit ng makabagong teknolohiya ang mga magsasaka. Kanya po immediately, may turnover na po tayong mga hand tractor, four-wheel drive na tractor po, 100 horsepower. So makikita nyo po, sasakay na po sila sa mga makabagong tractor. Pito po, 35 horsepower po na four-wheel drive na tractor, combined harvester. So medyo mapapabilis ang kanilang pag-harvest at maging efficient. Corn sheller, rice thresher, tsaka po water pump. Kasi po kapag wala pong natural irrigation sila, may harness para po even dry at tsaka wet season, makapag-saka po sila. On top of it po, sa agrikultura, yung pong long term naman, again, kasama po ang DTI at saka po ang Go Negosyo, yung kay Presidential Assistance for Entrepreneurship, tuturuan din po natin sila sa pagmamagitan po ng agripreneurial mentorship kung paano naman po ang kanilang aaningin hanggang po sa pagpoproseso ay mapakinabangan po nila at maging high value. Dahil po nandito na po ang ating Undersecretary for BIFAR, para mas detalyado with the permission of Sec Harry, i-defer ko po yung para sa tubig naman po tsaka sa aquaculture. Yung second gonna please.
Good morning po. Kami po sa Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources at sa pangunguna ni Secretary Manny Piñol, kabilin-bilinan po niya na magbigay po sa, itututukan po namin yung buong Lanao Lake at meron siyang programa, meron programa na magbibigay kami ng 500 units na bangka. Kasabay na po yun ng gillnet at bawat bangka po, yung mag-recipient doon, bibigyan ko ng 2,500 initial na pangkabuhayan po nila. Pero po na para sa Marawi, magbibigay po ng 50 at actually 200 units ang bibigay sa Marawi. Pero sa ngayon, 50 units sa initial, 10 sa Titsaan, Ramain, complete with 60 units gillnets and of course the corresponding cash na para makapagsimula po sila ng kabuhayan po nila. At yan po ay, meron po kaming programa po na balik sigla ng mga ilog at lawa. We are rehabilitating and repopulating all the rivers, tributaries, major lakes and minor lakes. Kaya ngayon, nakatutok po kami ngayon sa Lanao, pangalawa po ito, pagkatapos ng Laguna Lake last year. Ngayon naman ay yung Lanao, lalagyan po namin ito ng 2 million fingerlings at 50,000 breeders. 50 breeders para continuous po ang supply ng mga fingerlings dito po sa Lake Lanao. And puro po ito nating basic fish species para hindi po nakakasira ng ating mga environment and of course yung mga pagkain natin. And that's the program of IPAR envisioned by the DA Secretary. Thank you po.
We also have USEC General Anyo. Sir, ano pong DILG involvement naman po dito sa Marawi?
Update of what the DILG has contributed. Firstly, ito sa ating mga local chief executive, this is under ARMM, both in the provincial and the city. They performed consistently well during and after the siege. Most government offices under their jurisdiction function in the delivery of the basic services, and they coordinated and cooperated with the security forces at all levels. And also, we have programs like conducting summits with traditional leaders, ulama, and local government units in different peace summit in coordination with our military forces in order to counter violent extremism. For the PNP, we have increased the police capacity and coverage of operations in the province of Lanao del Sur and here in Marawi City. In fact, we have added additional PNP personnel in Marawi and in province of Lanao del Sur. We established 10 checkpoints in the entire province, which includes 11 checkpoints within Marawi City. We activated and deployed also mobile patrol forces and motorcycle units. And we deployed additional 50 PNP personnel in other areas. For the Bureau of Fire and Bureau of Fire Protection, we have initiated the deployment of BAP personnel equipment under the BAP Organized Task Force Burn Play Marawi in support of the Task Force Bangon Marawi program for the government and construction of fire station and procurement of fire trucks. And we also now in full Bureau operation on the management of the dead and the missing. This is very, very important. So we are still trying to account all the missing persons in also cooperation with the security forces, including the deployment of additional K9. So far we are coordinating properly with the task force Bangon Marawi on how the DILG can support the task force effort. Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to acknowledge also the presence of Mayor Maxeno of Opol and Mayor Teteng Sales of Pagudpud. They're here. Now, dahil wala na po siguro tayong time magkaroon ng briefing when the President goes to Lanao del Norte later on, I'd like to make a statement now on Typhoon Binta insofar as response of government is concerned. We commend our frontline agencies together with the local government units who work around the clock even during the holidays to assist and bring relief to those affected by Typhoon Binta. On the day Binta made its landfall on December 21, preemptive evacuation and pre-disaster risk assessments started immediately. On December 22, forced evacuations were done, particularly in communities where refusal of preemptive evacuation is concerned. The DSWD has already distributed 1,100 mats and malong to the affected families and provided family food packs to 816 families in Baloy. Repacking of relief goods to add to the 1,100 repacked family food packs is currently ongoing. The Department of Health, for its part, has augmented drug, medicines, and supply to Lanao del Norte worth 100,000 pesos. The total number of affected families in the region is 17,732 or 64,393 persons as of 6 p.m. of December 25. The President, of course, is proceeding to Lanao del Norte at 3:45 after the turnover ceremonies here in Marawi. Now, I'd like to open the floor to questions from our friends in the media. Questions, please, directed to anyone here. Please raise your hands if you have any questions so you can be recognized.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am. PIA. Radyo Pilipinas. Kuha kayo ng mic para marinig yung inyong tanong. We're televised live on PTV4. Wala rin. Ayan na lang. Ayan na lang.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sora Saridala, Station Manager, Broadcasting Philippines, Marawi Philippine Broadcasting Service. My question is, I think addressed to this gentleman here. Kumusta po yung pagbabalik ng mga IDPs doon po sa 4 barangays along Agus River, which is naiwan po sila. Dapat kasama sila sa cluster 2. Matagal na po yan ang cluster 2, pero until now, hindi pa rin po sila nakauwi. 4 barangays along Agus River, that is Agus, Lelud Salog, Salog Proper, Salog Ubong Marawi. Thank you po.
Ako na sasagot.
Okay. Si Secretary De Rosario would like to respond first.
Actually, ma'am, we had a meeting last December 21. Actually, it's not only 4, but 5 barangays. Ito yung malapit sa ground zero. Yun ang tatawag namin sa military na danger close, that if ever something will explode in the ground zero, the 5 barangays will be affected. I understand the 5 barangay captains will meet with the brigade commander, Jean Ponyo, anytime this week so that they can make the necessary arrangement. Majority will be allowed by first week of January, except those living along the Agus River. So there is a plan already, ma'am.
Follow-up question also from Radyo ng Bayan.
So my concern is about the environmental plan of the task force Bangon Marawi. Ano po ang plano nila doon sa no-build zone, which is 50 meters from the lake shore? Di ba may mga bahay dyan? Ano pong gagawin nila sa mga bahay doon po?
We will not allow those living along the lake and along the Agus River. So no build zone will be observed. And we will convert it into a promenade or a park where people can stroll the whole stretch of the Agus River for about 2 kilometers.
We'd like to acknowledge the arrival of Governor Adjong. Ma'am, welcome and good morning. Good morning, Governor. Next question. If not, there is a text question from Manila, from the Malacanang Press Corps. But please, sir, from PIA again.
Good morning, sir. Tanong lang po, pag nakalipat na po doon yung mga IDPs sa mga temporary shelters, ano yung mga susunod na support na gagawin ng government po? Thank you.
Well, kanina po, napakadaming support sinabi ng DTI. No? Marami po silang livelihood assistance. Sa DA din po, napakadami nilang assistance sa binibigay. Please state among others kung ano yan.
Yeah, Secretary, allow me to expound and profound. Kung mapapansin po ninyo, immediate ang binigay natin kanina, tsaka crops. Kasi yun po yung nawala nung kabuhayan nila nung nagkaroon po ng gera. Now, kanya po hinihintay natin na mabuo yung komunidad because we will organize them so that they will be forming economic of scales in terms of production. In fact, I missed to mention na may livelihood din po tayo sa kahayupan, sa paghahayo, at saka rin po sa papangkabuhayan. In fact, yung iba naman po mag-start ng walang pamuhunan. So, ang ACPC for Agricultural Credit Policy Council ay meron pong sure at saka plea program. Pag pinagsama, pleasure program, loan, emergency access, at yung isa naman po ay survival. So yung isa ay para sa kalamidad, napakababa po ng interest, hindi po nangangailangan ng collateral, at simpleng-simple lang pong requirement, hindi po kayo pahihirapan. So we will reach out, yun po ang ano natin po.
Si Secretary De Rosario.
Ang tanong po kanina, after the temporary shelter, perhaps itatanong naman permanent shelter. Pretty soon it will be constructed and it will be donated by San Miguel Foundation, about 2,700 units. And aside from that, we will be constructing the sports complex with dormitories for athletes, Grand Central Market worth 200 million, and bypass roads needed by the city of Marawi. And a 100-bed capacity for the city government that will be donated by the Ayala Foundation.
Okay. Si Secretary Lopez ng DTI po. Ito na naman.
Ayan, yan.
Pwede na.
Ayan,
Ayan.
hello. Ayan. So ulitin ko lang po, no? So aside from yung mga livelihood na sabi natin kanina on garments, woodworks, dahil yan ho mga kagalingan dito, so yung carpentry, pati mga food processing, the rice milling, the hauling, maraming livelihood programs na binibigay po yan kasama nung equipment na kailangan. May kasama ring financing na interest-free na ino-offer ho ng SB Corp up to 100,000, zero interest yon. Tapos, para dun sa medyo mas malalaking mga negosyo na mag-establish dito, we are identifying a space para magkaroon din ng eco-zone, para may manufacturing facility, para yung hindi magne-negosyo, at least may trabahong papasukan, para may manufacturing output din na manggagaling din dito sa Marawi. At ulitin natin yung sa public market, hopefully nga mabuhay natin yung mga 3 lugar na na-identify at yung aside from the Grand Central Market, dahil ito talagang kailangan, basta may public market, at least may pagnenegosyohan yung mga taga Marawi. At ang DTI din, willing magbayad ng mga yung pwesto nila, para hindi nila po problemahin yung leasing. So yun ang kaagad ang mga immediate tulong na mabibigay natin.
Further questions po on Bangon Marawi and the turnover this afternoon before I go to the text questions from the Malacanang Press Corps. Meron pa pala si
pahabol
Secretary.
pa, naalala ko lang, ang DTI nakipag-meeting with HUDC, sinama ang mga construction material supplier to assure yung supply dito, dahil noon nabalita sa amin ni General na nagtataasan ng presyo. Ngayon, nung after that meeting, nagkaroon ng commitment itong mga suppliers, construction materials, lalo na semento, bakal, mga glass, na hindi sila magtataas. In fact, mas mura pa yung semento ngayon dito kaysa sa Iligan by mga 10 to 15 pesos. So, ganun ang status ngayon para talagang mabilis ang recovery and rehabilitation.
We have another question here. Please ID yourself lang po.
Good morning po to each and everyone. I'm from 95.9 Edge FM Iligan. Sandy po mga kapundag. Sir Bautista, sir, magandang umaga po. Matanong ko lang kay Sir Di Rosario kung kailan natin ipa-platin yung ground zero mga buildings. And
Kailan daw ipa-flatten ng ground zero?
I do not like to use the word flatten anymore dahil nagkaroon ng misconception. When we say flatten, we will clear the buildings. Kasi lahat ng buildings na yun considered debris dahil nothing can be rehabilitated anymore. So when we say flatten, we will remove all the buildings so that we can start the land development. Pag sinabi natin naman land development, yung existing roads na 2 lanes, magiging 4 lanes or 6 lanes. Yung kanilang power lines, instead na nakalabas, sa ilalim na. At magkakaroon ng central drainage system na i-collect lahat ng waste sa lahat ng establishment para magkaroon ng sewage treatment facility. Pagpunta dito sa Lanao Lake, malinis na yung tubig na pupunta doon. So lahat ng waste inside the central business district will be treated. At pag dumating na sa Lanao Lake at tinapon doon, malinis na. So we will make sure that the central business district or the ground zero will be a modern city after the rehabilitation. And it will start based on our assessment by April or not later than May.
General, siguro ako na magtatanong, no? Yung magde-develop po ng most affected area, alam ko po nag-invite kayo ng mga proposals, no? Can you tell the nation ano po yung mga proposals na pumasok, ano yung spread ng iba-ibang mga proposals?
Yung po maganda sa mga unsolicited proposals. Merong nag-propose na as low as 38 billion and as high as 86 billion pesos for the rehabilitation. Excuse me. We created a technical working group to look into these proposals And the technical working group is composed of personalities from Department of Finance, NEDA, DBM, DPWH, and HADC, including BCDA, because BCDA will provide the technical expertise. Sila ang nakakaalam ng Swiss Challenge. We will select one from those 6 who provided their unsolicited proposal, and this will be subjected to Swiss Challenge so that the government will get the best offer, assuming that the one that will be selected out of the 6 will offer about 50 billion. When it is subjected to Swiss Challenge, the lowest offer the same quality for 50 billion, and if another company will offer 40 billion, the same quality, then we will get the lowest offer. But we will include a better offer. Not only challenge the lowest offer, but a better offer than the one being offered by the lowest developer. So we will get the best offer that we can have, and we can be assured that the government will get the best developer in this project.
Ang presidente po nagsasabi na he prefers turnkey projects kasi kung isasabit daw sa bidding, maraming kalokohan ng bidding. Paano po yung magiging financing ng rebuilding ng most affected area? Will it be turnkey or still, although sinasubject na siya to unsolicited proposals and Swiss Challenge, paano po yung bayan?
It will be build transfer, so turnkey, and the payment will be discussed during the negotiation.
On this po, Laila Salaveria of Inquirer is asking, Sir, may we know the company's developers who submitted the bids?
Maybe later, maybe later.
Okay. Any questions on Marawi? Follow up, and then the gentleman there.
Yes, sir. One final question, sir. How about the master plan?
Yun na nga yun.
Actually, the one that will be submitted by the developers is the conceptual master plan of the whole area.
Yes, there was a question, gentleman from behind. Nasaan na? Yun, okay. From ABS-CBN.
Sige, sir, kasi so much po for Marawi, sir. No? Kasi parang may...
Pindutin mo siya.
Lalabas din yan.
Lalabas din yan. Otherwise, hindi ka maririnig ang question mo.
Kailangan i-off dito.
Ayan, naka-off ako.
Parang force ko.
Yan.
Sige. Sir, kasi naka-initial question ako sa iyo about Marawi. Ito po, sir, kasi may letter po yung marina employees. I don't know if President has already read it. Na parang may reklamo sila sa kanilang administrator tungkol sa kanyang mga foreign trips. Na-receive na po ba yun ni President, sir? Ano po yung reaksyon ng Malacanang yun? Kasi si President medyo mahigpit po sa mga foreign trips. Na-confirm na po ba natin yun, sir?
Hindi yan dito.
Well, I guess we're opening the floor now for questions on all other matters, not just Marawi, no? Is there anything on Marawi muna? Tapusin muna natin ang Marawi. Can we hold on the question outside of Marawi muna till later? Yes, last question from PIA. Marawi.
Tungkol po ito sa pag-award ng mga housing units doon sa temporary shelter sa Gunsungan. Paano po ang proseso nito?
Yan. Ang sasagot po ay si Mayor po, no? Si Mayor Mahul.
Maraming salamat po. Unang-una po, nagkaroon po tayo ng technical working group to determine the would-be beneficiaries itong mga temporary shelters. At nagkaroon din ho tayo ng order of priorities dahil sa dami po ng ating kailangan gawing shelters, meron pong mauuna. So ang ating inuna po ay yung talagang may matinding pangangailangan, especially yung mga nasa evacuation centers at saka yung mga nag-rent sa labas. So yan po ang ating mga... And we will provide the criteria for the determination of the would-be beneficiaries.
Marawi-related muna po. Okay.
Malik number po ng Radyo Pilipinas Marawi. Ngayon po ang distribution ng 500 shelters para sa mga backways. So, kailan po kaya magaganap ang susunod na distribution?
Okay, ganito po mangyayari, ano? The 500 units will be awarded today by the President. The first 250 will occupy before New Year. And the remaining 250 will occupy before January 7. The reason for this is that yung pong bahay, kumpleto na. May kuryente, merong linya ng tubig. Pero yung kuryente, i-connect pa natin sa main line, saka yung tubig, i-connect pa rin sa main line. So that's why we are delaying the actual occupancy of those houses. So 250 will occupy by not later than December 31. 250 will occupy not later than January 7.
Secretary Del wants to add something, no?
I think this is a concern of some of the IDPs, ano? Tuloy pa ba yung kanilang support, mga food, pagka na kahit may bahay sila? Dahil one of the things that I've been receiving through text is wala mga anak buhay, wala mang pera sila. Tuloy pa ba yung DSWD, do you still support them with their food, with their private housing?
Actually, sir, they will still be given food stuff. And in fact, nag-usap kami ni Mayor, pati yung 6-month subsidy para sa kanilang kuryente, babayaran namin para for the first 6 months of occupancy. And then after the, kanina, 250, after that, every 10 days or 2 weeks, magbibigay tayo until ma-reach yung 1,170 housing units. Ang target natin, not later than February, end of February, maibigay na lahat yung 1,170.
Wala bang taga-PAGCOR dito? Kasi PAGCOR also has 300 housing units sa Matungao, which they have awarded already. Now, questions on Marawi? Kung wala na, sasagutin ko na. Last question siguro sa Marawi, no?
Sir, I'll just be asking about the scholarship program for the children of the refugees families will be returning to their homes. Thank you.
Meron po. Tuloy-tuloy po ang pag-award ng scholarship dyan. Ang alam ko po, merong DepEd scholarship, merong DSWD scholarship din, at meron pang agriculture-related scholarship at may dadagdag pa si Mayor.
Doon naman po sa scholarship grant, last week po ay galing ho ako sa City of Muntinlupa and Mayor Fresnelli pledged to us na bibigay sila ng scholarship grant dito sa Marawi City. For 5 years, magkakaroon po sila ng support na worth 25 million. Yearly po ay 5 million magbibigay ng scholarship sa ating mga deserving learners. At on top of that, ang City Government of Marawi City will also add on the yung sinasabing bibigay na scholarship grant ng Muntinlupa po para mas marami po ang magiging coverage ng scholarship.
In addition to that po, no, meron din tayong TESDA scholarship, and effective this year, yung ating libreng tuition sa state colleges and universities will also be implemented. No more questions on Marawi? Well, I'd like to respond to the question on Marina. I have no knowledge if the President has personal knowledge, but if it was sent through official line of communication, it will be acted upon. I'd like to highlight that there's been officials that have been ordered removed by the President because of complaints, no? Some of which officially received by the Office of the President, some of which because of media reports and upon independent verification made by the Office of the President. So expect action if there was formal complaint filed by Marina employees against some Marina officials. Now, going now to questions. First question is addressed to Secretary Delphine from Dexter Ganibe of ABS-CBN. Sir, kaninang hating gabi natapos yung Christmas truce sa NPA. Anong marching order sa tropa before the New Year's truce? May 2... Bakit May 2? May 2-day break po ng truce bago ang tigil putukan sa Biyernes ng 6 p.m. Sec?
Pareho-pareho ng autos sa kanila is to be on active defense. Hindi naman sila offensive, but they will be on active defense sa mga patrol bases nila. So that is the marching order.
Second question also from Dexter is, any word on the resignation of VM Pulong, or may resignation letter na ba ang natanggap ang Pangulo? I'll be meeting the President for the first time since the 23rd of December this noon. No? But number one, the local government code says that if the President, upon receipt of the resignation, which implies that it must be in writing, no? Must act on the matter, because after 15 days, working days upon receipt of the resignation and the President does not do anything, it is deemed accepted. That's a provision of the DILG. But I will have to ask the President if he has given any thought on the resignation of Vice Mayor Pulong. Third question from Dexter, nagbabatuhan na ng akusasyon sina Sandra Cam at balutan ng PCSO. May utos pa ba ang Pangulo na mga isyong binunyag ni Sandra Cam? Well, I'm sure the President will act on the allegations made by Sandra Cam, both on the extravagant Christmas party and on the issue of STL. I'd like to underscore the fact, though, that both the House and the Senate have scheduled investigation on the STL, and we will await outcome of the investigation to be conducted by both houses of Congress. Okay? So, no further questions, either from Manila or from here. If there are no further questions, again, the schedule of the President is 12:45 is the turnover of the housing on site. It will not be here. We will go to the site. So media will give you some lead time to go ahead to set up. And then at 3:45, we will be going to Tubod, Lanao del Norte. No? Now, if the weather permits, the President will go by chopper. If not, we will all go by land. Supposedly, meron namang daw shortcut from here. No? So that's 3:45 Tubod. Okay? So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Thank you very much to everyone, including our guests. Magandang umaga po. At gaya ng sinabi ko nung huling pagkakataon, narito tayo sa Marawi. Mga Marawi, babangon po muli ang Marawi. Sagot po kayo ni Pangulong Duterte. Anchor na rin. Kailangan may sweldo ko sa PCOO. Yusek Badoy.